Hello guys, I'm finally listening to the Beautiful World album by Take That, and of course this means the tour is up next, so stay tuned for that. If you'd like to see this full video uncut, you can do so on my Patreon, the link is in the description. And on that note, let's get into it, starting off with Reach Out. Okay, already getting some early 2000s pop vibes, right up my alley. I'm just realizing how relevant these lyrics are to the world at large. Today, 17 years later, I feel like I'm in a therapy session right now. It's only love that pulls us, reaching out, reaching high, reaching out. I mentioned how much I would love to hear Gary do something more rock-infused, and honestly, this is close enough for me. But again, I am such a sucker for the early 2000s alternative sound. It just scratches a particular itch for me. I don't know how else to put it. Wow, okay, that was a gorgeous album opener, already punching me in the gut. Well, okay, that's a bit more aggressive than what I meant. They're already hitting me in the feels. There we go. And I see that Shine is also a part of this album, so I'm wondering how it's going to progress as far as the topics discussed and whatnot. I'm very curious about that since we are starting off on such a high note. Anywho, next up, Patience, which I have, of course, reacted to, but I haven't heard this song as much as some of the others, so it will probably be a brand new listen for me in some respects.
Just have a little patience. I'm still hurting from a love I lost. 'Cause
All right, yep. Now the chorus is coming back to me. I hear those strings. But the strings are continuing in the background. I have patience, Gary. In fact, for you, I'd wait for life. See what I did there? I'm sorry. Why do you guys watch me? Patience actually started to get me towards the end. The song, not Patience itself. I did not need to clarify that. I wasn't tearing up, but I really felt it towards the end. And that's the beauty of hearing a song without the music video as a distraction. I was also able to appreciate the instrumentation much more. And 2 tracks in, so far, very sonically cohesive. And I have a feeling that's going to continue throughout the entire album. Patience is a prime example of a boy band being able to dive into some more serious topics and committing to it. I take the song as them speaking to a loved one and properly communicating to that loved one that they are not doing well. And I especially love that song for that reason because it's coming from a boy band. All right, next up, Beautiful World, the title track.
standing in the rain.
Hello, Howard. That's a nice delay on his vocal. I'm just thinking to myself, how would I react if someone, instead of telling me I'm beautiful, told me the world is beautiful when I'm in their presence? I think I'd bawl my eyes out.
Hard to keep inside, even though I've tried to be by your side. It's a beautiful world, a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world.
Okay, that title track did not disappoint. Obviously a very sweet song. Once again, pulled on the heartstrings, but the main thing I loved about that song on my initial listen was the fact that it strengthened the atmosphere that's been created by the previous two tracks. And that's the beauty of a sonically cohesive album. You can do things like that. All right, next up, Hold On. Very guitar heavy.
We've been here many times before, leaving rooms and slamming doors. We're climbing up the bedroom walls. Sometimes we make it so frustrating.
You know, this gentleman singing, his voice sounds so familiar to me. He kinda sounds like that guy who sings, what's his name? Moen? Something like that. Crud. It's escaping me. This album is just going to be a big therapy session. That's what I'm surmising.
I'm trying to think of what to do to really make it up to you. So many truths, too many lies. So hold on, so hold on to me. 'Cause baby, it's alright. I'm staying here tonight. Hold on, hold on.
So I have two takeaways from that song. One, like pretty much all the others I've heard so far, could be about a significant other or a loved one in general. All of these songs so far have not been situation specific. They've been vague enough for pretty much anyone to be able to relate it to whatever situation or situations they are going through. And credit to them as songwriters, because that takes skill. And takeaway number two, as far as I'm concerned, that song was Mark telling me that he would like to give me a hug. And I accept. All right, next up, Like I Never Loved You at All.
Where are the stars? Ones that we used to call ours.
Okay. Hello again, Gary. And just quickly wanted to say I am so happy they are giving me a 6/8 time signature. There couldn't not be a song in 6/8 on this album. It's just begging for it.
Now we both are separate lives, from lovers to strangers. Now alone, there's no one catching my fall, no one to hear my call. It's like I never loved you at all. It's hard to remember all that we shared. Now we both are separate lives, from lovers.
You know, I feel like this song should be in a rom-com.
Who's thinking of what we had and what we were? Oh, did you ever care? Baby, was I ever there? How did we lose our way? It's hard to remember all that we shared.
I think that's one of the most mature post-breakup songs I've ever heard. To be fair, it's written from the perspective of someone who's had time to process what's gone wrong. Also, I'm wondering if that song was personal to any of the guys. I'm assuming they were all in happy relationships at this time, but I could be wrong. Anywho, next up is the iconic Shine.
You're such a big star to me. You're everything I wanna be, but you're stuck in a hole, and I want you to get out. Come on, so come on, get it on.
I love how forward the background vocals are in the mix. It makes the song feel so in your face, happy. I don't think I've ever heard Mark really sing with distortion on his vocal like that. It was cool. What else is there to say about Shine? It's iconic, it's uplifting, and ironically, the song makes me feel like I'm at a circus. But, you know, we're one era away from that. Anywho, Shine remains one of my favorite studio performances from Mark, and next up, I'd Wait for Life, which I've also reacted to.
There's a place we used to be. There's a face.
I did love that minor that they just went to.
Oh, to hold you close tonight. I'd wait for life. There's a voice
I have to be honest, guys.
inside my head.
I'm listening to the song, but all I can think about is how hot Jason looked in the I'd Wait for Life music video. Not very mature of me, I know, but it's Jason. I mean, come on.
If you ever change your mind, if the road ahead becomes too hard to climb, if there's something in your heart, if there's something in your heart,
I can't believe I almost forgot about that beat drop at the end.
oh, to hold you close, yeah.
So I still have mixed feelings about I'd Wait for Life. First of all, it's a beautiful vocal performance from Gary. Probably my favorite lead vocal performance from Gary on the album so far. But after that second listen, I still have the exact same feelings about it. I really enjoyed the verses, but the chorus melodically was not my favorite, and I also just wish the other guys had a bit more of a presence on the track. That said, I get the feeling I will enjoy that song much more in a live setting, so I'm very excited to see it performed. Alright, next up, Ain't No Sense in Love. Now, pardon my ignorance, but do people use the word ain't in the UK? A lot of Southerners in the US use ain't, and I always assumed it was just a Southern thing, but now I'm curious. Anywho, let's get into it. By the way, they are definitely killing it with the sonically cohesive thing.
I'm afraid of the morning, I'm afraid of the light. You should come with a warning, yeah, you should be wearing a sign. 'Cause you're not the one I need, you're just the one that I want, makes perfect sense to me.
Wow.
'Cause you're not the one I need, but you're the one that I want. There ain't no sense in love. Ain't
Straight to the point. That chorus was fantastic.
yeah, it's heaven underneath my skin. But it's hell out here. It's hell out here. Yeah. 'Cause you're not the one I need. Oh, but you're the one I want. There ain't no sense in love. Ain't no sense.
Okay, that song snuck up on me. I did not expect to immediately fall in love with it, but I did. In addition to it being very catchy and relatable, it was also very straightforward. And yeah, I just really liked that one on my first listen. All right, next up, What You Believe In. That was a beautiful intro. I thought Take That had turned into a barbershop quartet for a second.
Carrying what is a sail without a hurricane? What is a hurt without someone to blame? 'Cause I give to you my truth. I got all my faith in you. I don't know which way we are going.
The production on this one is slightly reminding me of the Beatles.
I still love you so.
Oh, love that bass.
Do this on your own. No, no. Give me what it is you believe in. 'Cause I give to you my truth. I got all my faith in you. I don't know which way we are going.
Mark absolutely slayed that vocal performance, and I found myself really getting lost in that track musically. Loved everything that was going on with the instrumentation. That's another one I'm excited to hear live. Hopefully they do play it during the show. And lyrically, I appreciate that they're still trying to be uplifting, because I still feel like I'm in a therapy session. Looks like my prediction was correct. Beautiful World. It's a great title, but at this point, I feel like they should have named this album Relationship Counseling, but it's too late now. So oh well. Next up, Mancunian Way. Are we suddenly taking a trip to Manchester? What's going on?
But I'm coming anyway. I hear you calling. I came back running. Forgot that feeling. Been so long coming. I'm missing your face, your beautiful face. It's funny that I recall you came when I was pretty, but that don't work no more.
This song is just making me realize how unique Howard's singing voice is. Not to bring up the doc again, but it's really making me wonder how his solo music would sound, because I feel like with such a distinct singing voice, he could probably play around with a lot more genres.
Been so long coming. They tried to stop her. She just got stronger. I'm driving home again, back down Mancunian Way. I hear you calling.
I didn't connect with that song as much as the others on my initial listen. Yeah, I just didn't love it. I didn't mind the chorus, but I wasn't a huge fan of the verses melodically. Actually, my favorite part would have to be the bridge. Lastly, we have a wooden boat. Getting a little folky? All right.
We go from green to blue to gold to black. Breathe deep. Who knows how long this will last?
I immediately have some things I want to say, but I'm going to hold my tongue until this song is over because I don't want to miss anything else.
I stole my mother's keys and drove all night. Christy never showed, it's 4 a.m.
Woman showed me all that she knew then, that to cut himself down, man's born again. Sometimes we don't know what we're waiting for. That's the time to be the first one on the dance floor. We go from green to blue to gold to black.
Alright, well, first of all, that song was like a minute too short for my liking. I love that they went full on folk for the album closer. But yeah, the main thing I have to say about that track is Jason has a gorgeous singing voice, in my opinion. You know, with that folk sound, he actually gave me a bit of an Ed Sheeran vibe. I guess I'm really freaking confused as to why he hasn't had numerous solos and been the lead on numerous tracks. I am confusion, guys. I am confusion. He's gorgeous. He sounds gorgeous. I just don't understand. But you know what? It's all good. He's never failed to entertain me with the live shows, and I'm so looking forward to the Beautiful World tour. As for this album, it was so relaxing. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be as chill as it was. It felt like having a therapy session in a massage chair with folk music playing in the background. That's the best way I can describe the Beautiful World album. Excuse my French, but I am so glad Mark and Howard and Jason had as much of a presence on this album as they did. You guys know how much I love Gary and his songwriting, but this new era of Take That I am now stepping into truly feels like everyone's involved, and that's all I could ever want for these guys. And to know that this level of involvement and drama-free artistry will continue and is still going strong today puts a permanent smile on my face. That said, my immediate favorites are Reach Out, Patience, Beautiful World, Hold On, Shine, Ain't No Sense in Love, What You Believe In, and Wooden Boat. And if I had to pick a top 3, Patience, Beautiful World, and Ain't No Sense in Love. Guys, let me know your top 3 and your overall thoughts on this album. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!